Welcome to Dream and Do, a podcast for women who are chasing their dreams, rediscovering who they are, and are ready to make changes, big or small. I'm your host, Nicola Ray Wickham. Join me for confidence pep talks, soulful insights, and practical tips on all things creativity and wellness, along with powerful conversations with women who are dreaming and doing in action. This is the stuff you're going to wish you knew years ago, but don't worry, it's not too late. Let's get started. Hey loves, and welcome to the Dream and Do podcast. I'm here for another episode, and this one was completely inspired action, and the idea for it came to me when I was on the school run, so I hit record and just went with it. And it came to me because there are so many of you that I know that you're caught in that place where you know what you want to do, you know what the dream is, but the fear just seems too big and too real. And so what I've done is taken one of my affirmations, your dreams are more important than your fears, and really broken it down for you in an actionable way, because I get it. Sometimes these affirmations can feel a little bit lofty, right? Or it's hard to see how you're going to relate it to your day-to-day life. This episode goes into how you can make it not only a tool that you can use as the affirmation, but actually the way that I've broken it down can help you to overcome some of those fears so that you actually can start taking action and doing what you need to do. Because this was recorded in my car, the sound quality isn't amazing at all, but you know how I do. It's all about taking perfectly imperfect action, and it's more important that I get this episode to you than about it being 100% perfect in sound quality in that way. So please do bear with me. I guarantee you that it is worth the listen. So before I get into that, I just need to let you know that I have something coming up that is super exciting. It's called Wholehearted, and it's a group program, a group coaching live experience for creative women in business. So this is for you if you find yourself feeling like you're creating content and just absolutely throwing spaghetti at the wall, where marketing just feels so heavy, like you do not want to be doing it. It's another thing to do. And when you do get into it, you're not getting the traction that you want. This is about giving you the confidence to show up wholeheartedly, because I believe that being yourself is your competitive advantage. And it's giving you clarity and helping you to create content that converts that connects and therefore then converts. And I'm really excited about putting this work out there. It's the work that I do with my one-to-one clients, but I know that I want to help and impact more people, and the group format is the way to do that. So it's distilling all of those parts of kind of what I do with my private clients, where we're able to go deep and it's really bespoke, but doing that and bringing it to you in a group format. So it's called Wholehearted. If you are interested, then get in touch with me. We get started in January, first week of January, starting 2020 the right way. And I'm enrolling people from now. So if you want one of those spots, DM me on Instagram, pop me an email, nicola@alifemoreinspired.com, and let's see if it is right for you. Okay, let's get into it. Here is the episode. Also, I'd love to know what you think. So once you've listened, come over to Instagram and let me know. So the affirmation, my dreams are more important than my fears, I just want to riff off of that for a bit, and I want to take it from just an affirmation that you're just like nodding to something that either you modify a little bit to add some language in it, in your own words, that makes it more potent for you, or it enables you to see it in a different kind of light. And this is for all my brand owners, business owners, leaders, content creators, and that is, on first glance, it can seem like my dreams are more important than my fears. Okay, but what does that look like in daily life? I know that so many of you have a fear of putting yourself out there, and the fear is rooted in you're scared of judgment. You're scared of what other people are going to think. And that's natural, especially at the beginning. And I'm not going to lie to you, that feeling won't leave you, but it will just become less. And you'll look at it differently, and you'll still be able to take the action through it and take the aligned, confident action and feel really good within that. And part of the way that you can start to feel good about that and really actually take my dreams are more important than my fears is that we replace the dream and we replace the fear with the real work that you're actually doing out in the world. So the dream becomes your dream clients, your people that your thing is designed for, the thing that when they buy, listen, read, use, book your thing, that it's going to make a difference to their lives. So that's the dream, right? And then the fear is the fear of judgment, often from people who don't really matter, who aren't your dream clients. The fear is what other people are going to say. And that's just it. Your dream clients, the work that you're here to do in the world, the transformation that you can facilitate, that becomes more important than what any judgment that comes your way. And you then, and a way to actually start to work on this and reconcile it is to know that in order for your dream people to become your dream people, there are also going to be the people who are serving out the judgment, whether they're doing that silently or loudly, whether they're doing it consciously or unconsciously. That judgment is there, and that's okay. And in terms of, what I was saying in terms of your dream people, they'll only become your dream people when there are out there people who, as much as they're your dream people and you're their dream person, and they think that you're a don, there are people out there who are going to think you're a dick as well. And that's okay, because when you're going out there as yourself and you're actually putting your voice into the world, by very virtue of the fact that you're putting your voice into the world and that you're sharing, there's some people that aren't going to like that. There's some people that it's not going to resonate with. There's some people that are going to actively think you're a dick. And that's okay, because the stuff that if you've put that very same piece of content, that very same way you've shown up, that video, that photo, that podcast, whatever, there's someone else there who thinks you're a don. There's someone else out there who's like, I'm so glad she created that. I'm so glad that I've now learnt that thing and that I've learnt it from her. So there's two sides of the coin. And when we go back to the affirmation, my dreams are more important than my fears, that's where it kicks into play. Because that's when you're like, yeah, my dreams in terms of my visions and my aspirations and my mission, my dream clients and the work that I came to do is more important than not only the fear, but the actual judgment that comes. And I know that it's going to come, and I accept it and I embrace it. The reason why I wanted to record this is I was just thinking to myself that I'm starting to post more on my personal Facebook page. It kind of happened by mistake, really. Instagram started feeding through my content to my personal Facebook page instead of my business Facebook page. And the me of the Nicola of 3 years ago would have absolutely balked at the thought that had happened and been mortified and just wanted to just curl up in a digital hole with my duvet over my head. But this Nicola was like, yeah, baby. It means that I got more eyeballs on it, and it was a hint and a nudge that actually I need to be sharing my content on my personal profile more often anyway, because I'm connected with loads of potential dream clients on there. So, and then there was the me who was like, oh, that's really interesting. It's getting a lot more traction here, which I really like. Getting more traction on my personal page, which is brilliant because the reach and the impact is going further and wider, and those seeds have been sown and planted further and wider. And so it was interesting to me the difference in my reaction to the fact that it was going on my personal page. And then I sat and thought about it a bit more, and it's kind of what was the fear initially about it going on my personal Facebook. And it was that there are people that know me, obviously, in real life on there. There are ex-colleagues on there. There are family members on there. There are people on there who aren't my dream client. And in them not being my dream client means that it's more likely that there's judgment going to come, because the message is not for them, and they may be triggered by the message. They may be pissed off by the message. They may not understand the message. And all of those three things are fine, and they're actually good things, because again, the message isn't designed for them. Yes, the message isn't designed for them, so that's okay for them to think those things about it and about me. It's okay if some of them think I'm a dick. Which inevitably is going to be the case. And yes, whilst I know that it is more about them than it is about me, I also recognise that they're not the people for it. So if they think I'm a little bit of a dick, then they're kind of meant to. Or that's going to be a natural byproduct of what I'm creating, and the voice that I'm using is not designed to talk to them. So that is where you can bring the affirmation to life. My dreams are more important than my fears, because we break down what that dream looks like and what that dream entails, and we break down what the fear looks like and what that is made from. And then you can, with confidence, take that affirmation and say, yes, my dreams are more important than my fears. And I think that this is a really important point when it comes to affirmations, because yes, I create affirmations. I love them. They're my love language. I'd love you to go and buy a packet of my affirmations and sprinkle them around the gram. But at the same time, I will stand by the fact that the most powerful affirmations are the ones that you make up for yourself, the ones that meet you where you are, the ones that are using your language and the words that you use and the way that you say them. And it's a tool that I use with my clients, because I can do that. I'm coaching them and I'm reflecting back to them what they've said and where they want to be. And I can use their words and their specific situation and scenario to just come up with an affirmation for them and be like, you know what, use this to help you on your way, to support you and to handhold you for what it is that you're going to do. And when it comes to this affirmation that's in my affirmation pack, in my card deck, on face value, it can seem like one of those affirmations that are a little bit whimsical, a little bit you say it but don't really mean it. And what I wanted to do in this episode is give you some grounding and foundation and a context within which you can take it and use it and make it workable and valuable to you on a daily basis, as you do your marketing, as you step into finding your voice, as you're creating content. Because the only thing that is holding you back from creating content that connects is you knowing what you want to say, and you knowing kind of how to say it. But most of all, it's you getting in your own way. It's you not allowing yourself to go all in on what you want to say. And part of the reason I know that you're not doing that is because of the fear of judgment, the fear of what other people are going to say. And a huge one for so many is what people in real life are going to say, those family members and colleagues or ex-colleagues or friends. And that's where, when we go to the Facebook personal profile, that's where they all are, right? So it's a lovely little kind of microcosm to practice on. Start sharing some of your stuff. Don't do posts that are too salesy, because you're not actually meant to do that on a personal profile. But definitely where you've told a story or you've shared some content, practice this affirmation by sharing it on your personal profile. And if your personal profile is something you're comfortable with, but where aren't you comfortable? Where are you scared of the judgment? Go out there and start practicing. I really hope this has been helpful, and I would love to chat to you more about this. So slide into my DMs on Insta and let's do just that. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you agree that it was a powerful episode and worth the dodgy sound quality. Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time.